Hello and welcome to another English lesson. As you can see, I've got my English for Everyone book with me and we're going to be doing a couple of chapters from there. So if you want to grab those, get ready for the lesson. We're going to start straight away and it's going to be chapter 45 and 46. Before we start though, I'd like you to look at these two sentences. I lost my keys and I have lost my keys. Now, what do you think is the difference here? Because actually, both of the times I've, at some point, my keys have gone away. But they do mean different things, and there's a very small difference. So let's have a look at these. I lost my keys. Let's just add something else to that. I lost my keys, but I have them now. The next sentence, I have lost my keys, and I can't drive my car anymore. So what do you think the difference is here? If you see the first sentence, I lost my keys, but now I have them. So it's kind of something that happened in the past, and it's finished now. So it's not relevant anymore. However, the second sentence, I have lost my keys, and I can't drive my car anymore. That means that I did lose my keys in the past, but it's still happening now. It's still relevant today. And that's kind of the two ways of talking about the past. And the first way is we're using the past simple. So we're actually talking about the past, and you call that the past simple. And the second way, although we're talking about something that happened in the past, it's still relevant in the present. And so we call that the present perfect. So just to recap, the past simple is something that happened in the past and is now completed, so it's not relevant anymore. And the present perfect is something that happened in the past, but it's still relevant today. So let's have some examples for that. The past simple, I married my wife in June 2006. That means that the wedding happened, the actual wedding happened in 2006. The day of the wedding we're talking about there. So that was just one day, get married, and then it's finished after that. However, if you want to say that you are married, you can say, I have been married for 6 years. And then we're using the present perfect. I got married, and today I'm still married. You can also say something like, I have been married since June 2006. And then you use words like for or since to show the difference. Okay, so we got some examples in your English book. This is actually chapter 46, not 45, what it says here. Have you ever been to France? Yes, I visited Paris in 2010. Now, are you still in Paris? No, of course not. So there you would use the past simple to talk about what happened. The second sentence, yes, I have visited Paris many times. Now, what we're talking about there is somebody who's been to Paris on a number of occasions, and you can say I've been to Paris, and it's still relevant that you've been to Paris today. So there you can use the present perfect. And to make a difference, you can see that the specific date, if there's a date in the sentence, a specific date, I visited Paris in 2010, then you use the past simple. However, here in the second sentence, you say many times. That's not really a specific date, so there you can use the present perfect again. Now, there's some more examples you can look at in your book if you want to, so take a look at those. Let's go back and have a look how the present perfect is made. Now, if you look at it, we've got the pronoun. Remember, we talk about those as I, he, she, they, those types of things. And then you add a have or a has, depending whether it's she, he, or it, or those types of things. And then you add the past participle, so the verb in the past state, which is in Dutch the voltooid deelwoord. Let's have some examples of those. I have arrived. I have lost my key. They have just left, and she has fallen off her bike. So all these things are examples of things that happened in the past that are still relevant now. I still haven't got my key. I still fell off my bike. Now, we would probably talk about falling off the bike if it's still relevant now. If maybe she's on her way to the hospital. It happened very recently. Now, if you want to say that something happened really, really, really recently, you can add something else. by adding just the word just to it. So let's take the same sentences and add the word just. So I have just arrived. It just happened right now. So you could be standing at Schiphol waiting for somebody, and you're on the phone and say, I've just arrived. Can you pick me up, please? I've just lost my key. I was on my bike. They have just left. And so you can use the present simple to talk about stuff that happened in the past, but then very recently in the past by adding the word just to that. Okay, so there's some more examples in your books. So what you could do now is just go to the exercises and do chapter 45. All the exercises you can do, just go ahead and do those. Before we finish the lesson though, let's just have a look at another way of using a couple of words you can use with the present perfect. So you can use the words been and gone. The examples here are, I haven't seen Joan recently. Where is she? She's gone to Florida. Now, if you look at the word she, that's a short version of saying she has gone to Florida. And so there you're using the present perfect. Hi, Joan, you're looking well. Yes, I've been to Florida. Again, I've is a short way of saying I have. And so I have been is the present perfect. When you add the words have or has and then the verb, then you've got the present perfect. Okay, so again, once you've finished looking at this video, you can go ahead and do the exercises in chapter 46. And then I found this cool game for you online. Take a look at this. You can do the present perfect tense and practice making sentences. You can find the URL there, so just type this into your browser, or I've got the QR code there so you can scan that and you can do it on your phone if you want to. That's the end of the lesson. Don't forget, we've got more lessons coming up, so don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you've got any questions, I'll be available right now on your chat. So just get on the Skype chat, ask me the questions, and hopefully I can give you answers straight away. Hope you had a good lesson. I hope you're still enjoying being at home, or maybe you're bored. See you guys next lesson.